Nixon, China, and Detente. After World War II, China was thrown into civil war. The war was fought between the Communist Revolutionist troops from the north and Chinese nationalists who remained loyal to the Republic of China. As a result of the Civil War, the Communists won and China was united as a communist power now known as the People's Republic of China under Chairman Mao. The nationalists were forced into Taiwan, a small island off mainland China, and similar to the Korean War, no official peace treaty has been signed between the two nations to this day. Here's a map showing the communist forces that started in the north and they creeped down to the south and eventually forced all of the nationalists onto the small island nation of Taiwan. Chairman Mao aided the Communist North during the Korean War, so American soldiers were pitted against Chinese soldiers, although there was no official war between the two nations. Because of this, relations became very strained with China. By the mid-50s, we were allied with the old Republic of China, now located on Taiwan. Due to leftover bitterness between the two nations, there were often threats poised against one another. In the mid-50s, there were many threats from the People's Republic of China against Taiwan. These threats brought us close to nuclear war with China and can be compared to the missile crisis that occurred years later. The USA viewed Communist China as a threat against democracy, and they believed that if they could not contain it, then it would spread all across Asia. The fear of this is understandable since it started from far north up near Russia and spread down towards Korea and towards the edges of China. The main reason that the USA got involved in Vietnam was for the fear that Chinese communism would spread throughout all of Southeast Asia. For all of these reasons, relations were very strained between the USA and China during the Cold War. All of this ended, however, in 1971 when Richard Nixon visited China. A detente is the easing of political strain between two nations, and this is exactly what Nixon did with China. China was well receptive to Nixon, for they feared the USSR was growing too powerful. Richard Nixon met with Chairman Mao and is seen as one of the greatest political moves in the late Cold War. Nixon opened up doors between East and West, and although the nation was still communist, the USA and People's Republic of China now re-established trade. The new allies also caused a monumental power shift between the two forces of the Cold War. Nixon going to China has since become a metaphor for a radical and unexpected action by a politician. Although Nixon did have many political fumblings, and by the end of his career he wasn't viewed as that phenomenal of a president, his actions in China are widely perceived as some of the best political maneuverings of the Cold War.